Hi everyone, Dr. Plays here, and today we're going to have a little first look at a game called Foundation. And this isn't actually my first look, just for everyone's reference. I have played this a fair bit actually, about 4 or 5 hours according to my Steam. However, it's my first look at this on the channel, so I figured I'd do a video on this because there's been some quite significant updates on this over the last few months and things. So if you don't know what Foundation is, really quickly, this is a colony builder. The closest thing I can kind of relate it to is Settlers 2. Now, if you don't know what Settlers 2 is, then you're probably a lot younger than I am. But it is a colony builder where you have paths and things which connect to each other. But in this case, there's actually what I call desire paths. And if you don't know what desire paths are, really quickly, that is a piece of grass or a piece of land which has been flattened because people constantly walk over it. So they create their own path of desire, basically where people want to walk. So you might see that when you cut corners across a green and things like that. But anyway, it's probably a very English thing that I'm discussing there, but that's what happens in this game, and obviously you build resource lines and various other things as well. So, I'm going to start a brand new game here. I'm going to go through some of the features which are new to me, because I've not actually played this for a little while, at least since the newer updates and things. There's a UI update which is very, very nice compared to the old one. I'm going to go for just a standard Valley one. I don't really want anything too difficult at the moment, so I'll go Valley. There are mods, apparently. I have 5 enabled, I don't know what they are, and I'm just going to start the game. So the art style of this is very, it's not cutesy necessarily, but it's very, it's not hyper-realistic or anything like that. So I don't really need the introduction or anything, that's fine. Let me turn it off. So you start on a map. Now you can look around the map as you like. There's a lot of ambient noise now, I might turn it down in post. But essentially you have to pick a land which has trees, food and rock in it. And I believe there's some rock in there somewhere that I can't see. It'll be in there, it's over there. Can't really see it, and they're the 3 contenders for what you can actually start a square on. So that one there is a little bit hillier, and then you've got this one down here which is a little bit flatter next to the water. I think for the purposes of this I'm going to choose this area here, enough trees to get started with. So you start with 1 territory, and we have rock there, and we've got some things there. So eventually you will get people walking into the square and things, or the hex I should say, and you will unlock the building menu. So down here you can build something, you can build a village centre, which I'm going to pop somewhere reasonably close to both of those resources. There seems fine, and we'll build that. And there we go, people actually just immediately turn up. So that's fine. So the next thing we need to do is we need to build not a builder's workshop, that's actually different there. So we'll take a builder's workshop, that wasn't there in the past. I'm imagining, how do I rotate? Control, there we go. So the little blob you see at the front there is actually where it connects into, kind of creates the paths and things. So that's fine. So do you immediately build? No workers assigned. We have no builders assigned, so we will add you. So they automatically become builders, they go over and they start building a thing. But that's new, that wasn't in the last version that I saw. So you can see, as they walk across this path here, it will start building more and more things. So if I build, for example, a lumber camp, so we can get some more wood. See the 2 green blobs there, that's also where they go in or out. So let's pop you, I'll pop you over here for the moment. Just there's fine. Build you, and then my builders will eventually come back out of here and go and build. There we go. So we'll start walking over the paths, and we'll get fainter and fainter. It's a very small thing, and it doesn't happen all the time, or at least doesn't happen like when you repeatedly do it. They will take the path of least resistance, so to speak, and carry on doing it. So that's fine, he will build that, and we will also build a stonecutter camp, which I'll pop here. Build. This becomes your central hub, almost, where things get stored for a little while, not too long obviously. Second builder goes off there, starts building stuff, and then we can start building a gathering hut as well, which I will pop just here. And then build. So, there's some other things you need to be aware of here as well. There's a painting mechanism in this. Now, the painting in this case, you can set extraction zones, reforestation zones if you want your forester to plant trees in a zone, or forbidden land where nothing can happen. So in this case, I'm going to set an extraction zone. I will set that down to just there. And then I will also set one to there for the rocks. And then just a big one. In fact, I'll zoom this up here just to get these trees out of the way. Get all these trees, in fact. And that's fine, and eventually we'll cut that back so that it's not quite as big, so we can do other things with it. And we'll just let that happen for the time being. So in this case here, we have to set someone that's waiting for a builder. We don't care about that for the moment. You have no woodcutters assigned, so let's set Dorothea to you. Just one for the moment is fine, and then when that gets finished as well, we will carry on. So we might be waiting because we don't have enough resources, but we've got a few up here. That's fine. Can we speed things up a little bit? Yes, we can. Holding plus speeds things up a tiny bit. Okay, we're still waiting for more resources, so we just carry on. Oh, we can actually speed up to 3 times. There we go. So we've got someone who needs to be assigned here. So let's assign Enelin and Gerlin. That's fine. Obviously names are kind of not randomly generated. Oh, they've now got hats as well for when they get given a job. Hello. Nice hats. Off you go. Thank you. Lovely. And now the next thing we want to do is we want to build a market. So if this has changed slightly, so bear with me a second. So do I just pop you there? Ah, there we go. Right, so that kind of sets out the initial thing. Got a food stall there, which is what I want first. Let's just grab you out of the way. And again, spin you around. So that's where people come up to. Pop you there. That's fine. And we will just build that as it is. Let's build. And the market stall is important because that's where all your food goes to for people to buy. And that's how you make some money in the game as well. So you'll notice we've got resources up here for berries, wood, also cloth, I should say, wood, stone, and tools. Tools become important later on. We also have coins as well as something called the daily balance. We also have labour skills as well for various other things too, which we will come to. Let's apply a miner on there. So eventually we're going to cut all this down, and I will want to have stuff like a sawmill and things to be able to make better tools or better use of the wood that we cut down. But we are slowly gathering, and that's fine. Stone is being done too. So if that market stall to be built, then I can assign someone to it. So we're losing 9 gold a day at the moment, which isn't terrible. I'm pretty much okay with that. Market has been built. So again, we can assign someone to this. There's only one person who can work on this. Let's have you on there. So there's only one person left now. So automatically, food from here will go to here, but we might want to have it so that we can store things later on. Now, the trouble is I've got nobody left. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to unassign one of the builders. We don't need too many of them, so that's fine. 2 people unemployed now. So then we can build something like a sawmill here. I'm going to build this a little bit further away. Just here is fine. Where's the actual entrances? The front and the sides. So we'll pop you just there for the moment. We'll build you. Takes a little bit more resources to build that, of course, but now I've only got 1 builder. It'll just take time. We'll leave that to go for a second. Yeah, so we don't have a granary for these guys. So I need to build one of those in a second as well. In fact, I will set up a granary just now. Granaries are quite large, as you can see there, but they don't have to be like ideally central or anything. They can just be off to the side and you can just build it. There is a kind of min-maxing way of building all these things. Don't worry about it too much. Just build at your own pace and things. For the initial part, you will eventually get to the point where you're taking over extra territory and stuff. You might have like this one over here, for example, or this one over here, and you've also always got to cope with the land and the terrain that you get given as well. But I'm not at that point yet because you need a certain amount of gold and other things, which I won't go into just yet. Right, the granary is being built. That requires stone, which I don't have just yet. It's getting there, but I don't have it just yet. Whereas this requires, also stone. Do we have anyone else who's unemployed? We do, but I want both of those. We'll apply them as a builder for the time being, and just see if we can speed things up a bit. I actually built that the wrong way around, I think. No, that's fine. So we actually have a transporter on here, so I'm going to pop aid in there for the moment, and that will transport from there to there, and then from there to there as well. So it's important to have that so that the market can be stocked, essentially. Now in here, I want to also pop the berries in, so then people can pop the berries into the stock. I probably could have done that the other way around and had the berries go in there straight away, but it's fine to have the overflow with the granary. Doesn't particularly matter. In fact, while we're doing that, Empty slots of just berries for the moment. So we're good there. So we get gold for completed quests, which is quite nice. Fill the needs of your newcomers. So newcomers need to build a well. So let's build a well. Where is a well? Well. There we go. And you do want this reasonably central to various other things within your area. So we'll build that there. But that doesn't need anyone to work on it. So once it's built, it will just be there, done. And people can extract water whenever they want. It also helps with fire control. Fire is a hazard in this game that you do need to accommodate and to deal with. It's not a terrible one though, so don't worry about it too much. I think in the time that I've been playing this, I only ever had one fire. I don't even know how that happened, to be honest. But anyway, you do get things which generate fire in this, like charcoal huts and things. So that's something to worry about a little bit later. So the well is almost done. And the well is complete. Sorry, the well is complete even. So people now, everyone here has their needs met for the moment. So, encourage immigration added. So in this case, we need to increase our population by maximising immigration probability. So raise the happiness of your village to 100. Not always the easiest thing in the world to do, but we will try. So happiness is the thing up here. In this case, water is a negative thing, but it will eventually go up, so it's not a problem. It's 82 at the moment, 88. It will eventually go up. And again, the basic needs here of the villagers up here are fine. So at the moment, no one's unemployed, which is good. So even you, who are sat around doing nothing, you have an employment. You're a transporter. Right. So now, we are at the maximum immigration likelihood, and the next wave of people is incoming in 6 days. So we'll skip forward in time to that time. Okay. So now we have a couple of new people who joined. We've got +2 villagers, and we get our first message from the kingdom. So the kingdom recognises your efforts in establishing your settlement. I am but your humble servant. So in this case, he's going to give me 4 something and 4 something else, which we don't know what they are just yet. I will find out what that is in a second. We can also unlock the warehouse from the labour estate panel. Right, so this is in the book, and then we go to the estates. There we go. So warehouse here is one I need to unlock, which is fine. I'll leave the bailiff office for the moment. I don't necessarily need that, but it is something I can unlock. So those 2 items I got there were the kingdom kind of currency and the labour currency, which is fine. In fact, I will unlock the bailiff office. Why not? Because the next one I'm going to get is on the serfs side of things. So it's now telling me that residentials are insufficient. So from here I can unlock residential paintings. Now you'll see that there's some markers on the thing here. Now if I paint over here in green, the fact that the land is slightly less red over here means that people are more likely to build houses. So it's a desirability level, but it is only low for the moment. So I can raise that with various tools and techniques, but we'll sort that out. Now you're a level 2 one, so you're fine. So to promote villagers and things, we need to be able to do various different things, which I will sort out in a second, because their new requirements now are going to be to employ people, which is fine, I can do that. We've also unlocked the sawmill down here, so we're getting there slowly. Houses will be built automatically almost. I don't think you need builders for that, but you might do. But what I will do is I will make another builder there, and I will also get another stone person going as well. So we've got no one unemployed now, so everyone should be happy, I should say. So chance of immigration is still low, that's fine. No one's unemployed, happiness is slowly going up, comfort will go up as well when the houses get built. And we will carry on. So we can still build things, so we've got logistics things over here as well, like a builder's workshop, which we've already built, and a warehouse, which is the next thing I want to build. So in this case, I want to just pop you here, down behind the well. I'm going to pop you kind of here. And build. And I will need more people for that, so one of the builders will probably become that in a second. Just speed things up again. House is still going, but that's not a problem for the moment. We are making plenty of planks at the sawmill, but the woodcutter at the moment is still got stuff going, so we're okay. Let's just double check the painting zones for that. Yeah, we do need to increase the extraction zone. So we'll take up all of that down there just to be on the safe side, and in fact all of this too. Because we don't want any of those trees there whatsoever. You'll notice I can't extract outside of my zone, but that's okay. As long as we get trees coming down, it's not a problem. Yep, I'll leave this going for a bit. This is one of those games where you do kind of wait for things to occur, but that's okay. We have to unlock a trade route to get to tools. So let's go into here. One of these is trade. Yep, there we go, trade. So I can unlock the trade route with none of these at the moment because they all cost stuff. So this one here is 20 planks. So I can do that with Northbury soon when I get 20 planks. And I've got 9 at the moment. So we'll get there. It's not a problem. Obviously everything I'm building at the moment costs me planks as well. We have a house. Got 2 occupants in there as well. So soon I will be able to paint some more residential zones. Residential does overcome trees as well. Which is important to be wary of, or aware of I should say, not wary of. Again, you see all these paths filling up as well, which is really nice, I think. It's one of the nice little features there. So, the storage is now built. I do want to assign a transporter. We've already got one, that's fine. So we've already got one transporter. Doesn't necessarily work on this one here. So I'm going to take Agida here and make her work there. I'm assuming it's her. And we also need to say, well, let's take some planks, or wood first, and then planks as well. And tools, just to be on the safe side to make sure we can get there. Right, very soon I'm going to need to build a forester. I'll pop you just there and build, just so that it's ready to go. I don't have a person for it yet, but we will get there. Right, so that well has a radius of about here. It's not massive. Yeah, I can't see the radius, but it's typically around here. It's not massive, so I might build another well. Yeah, there we go. So you can see the radius is about there. So if I build another one kind of here, it's going to cover those houses as well. That'll make them a little bit happier as well, which is always nice. So when they're not working, they will be in their house. So they do need water. How many berries we've got? 92 is pretty good. Can I unlock that trade route yet? No, I can't. I've only got 15 planks. We'll get there though. We're not far off. So I could have done this a bit more efficiently if I'd have built... I can't get away with not building that there and that there. That's fine. That's fine as it is where it is too. Maybe I could have built the sawmill here and... I don't know. Yeah, never mind. It's fine. You live and learn. Each map is slightly different. Very different. Very slightly different. I mean, the coastal one is probably a little bit easier to play on rather than this one. Because you get more just flat land to play on. Oh, that's okay. I quite like the valley map. So chop down that tree. Got some wood. Lovely. So we're back down to 10 planks again for some reason. Well has been built. Right, do we have any more wood? Yes, we've got 8 wood. Why are you not working? Work. Give me some more planks. Back to +3 on the old food there, that's pretty good. Or coins even, not food. Yeah, so I need to build a Lord Manor next, which will be probably one of the final things I do on this. Just so you can see that, because that's a hefty process. And we get another villager coming in. That's pretty good actually, I need that for the forester. So the new forester can be Alwyn. Oops, I always press that. There we go. And now I need to paint a little bit where I can put reforestation down. So I'm going to just do it here. So if it's within the extraction zone, you're okay. Let's just make sure we do overlap. There we go. So we should have enough. Oops. Oh, keep breaking things there. It's fine. I told that thing I had no resources to extract. I don't mind, because I've now fixed that. Okay, we're at 10 planks again still. We're just going to leave it for a little while, make sure people are getting a little bit happier. Waiting for a third house to be built as well would be nice. Have they changed it now so that the trees have to go first? In which case I might build another lumberjack over here, or lumber camp, and move one of them over. Let's do that in fact. Yeah, so they only have a little radius. In fact, what I'll do is I'll pop them here. It's going to upset the people living nearby, but that's fine. I need to actually cut the trees down. And I'll keep that one there, because that will help with the lumberjack side. In fact, let's just paint the reforestation bit to go all the way to the end there. Just so we've got a nice big area to work with. Because that should work with the range of that. It's a shame you can't see the radius. But never mind. Right, you are there. So let me unassign one from you. Oh, you've only got one anyway. Okay. I'll work on that. What I'll do is I'll take one off of the stone cutters camp. Tedesca. Tedesca, you can come and work for me here. So people level up as well. There's not a huge amount of leveling up, but there is some. So if I go into the book here, for example, and look at my villagers, you can see that we've got a couple of newcomers and serfs here, for example. We just need to upgrade. There we go. Oh, we've got another villager. That's actually really handy. So people will level up here, and essentially that doesn't mean too much at the moment, but there are things that you can do to speed them up, or at least as far as I'm aware, later in the game. So I've been told. For some reason you've destroyed a house to build a house. That was me clapping. Yeah, I really want to get these trees gone. So let's just... Yeah, it's all on the instructions, that's fine. We'll just wait to do so. We have 43 planks, so we can actually now do the trade route. So let's go into the trade and we can unlock this one here. So, established deep within a thick forest, Northbury welcomes all with a warm heart. There we go. So they will eventually buy food and things off of us, which is fine. So we will automatically sell those and buy things from them too. We don't really say much about it, but it does mean we get a guy come to us to give us some things. Okay. So set up your first trade route. It's done. Allow tools purchased from the trading panel. Ah, I forgot one thing. Right. So from here, resources, we want to buy tools. So buy it until inventory reaches 5. So 5 is fine for the moment. I don't want to spend too much gold. That is done. Okay. 12 villagers at the moment, which is pretty good. I still want you to cut down some trees for me, please. You are. That's good. Okay. So that will keep him busy too. I'm not seeing you actually doing anything. You're all being planted. Do we have to have seeds or anything, or do you just work? I haven't seen any trees being planted. We're going to assume we don't, but you never know. And that tree's eventually gone. We might be able to build some more houses over here, so we're getting there slowly. Okay. So we can purchase another territory. So I've got one free territory to redeem. So let's have a look then. So we can purchase additional ones which are adjacent to us, or and that's it at the moment. Now none of these are particularly grand. I'm going to be honest with you. This one's probably the best one. Maybe this one, because then I can just expand out for land to grow on, or to build on. So if I go paint here again, residential, and we just expand this section here, get more houses growing, and eventually that will just grow. So we saw someone walking in down here. That's a new villager, which is lovely. So we've already got you working, you're fine. Got one woodcutter there who's not really doing much. I'm going to take another woodcutter into here. Let's take a Brit winner. This is fine. And what can we do here? We'll also take... I'm going to take you. We'll take another gatherer. Oh no, that's fine. Stone cutters. That's a miner. Yeah, we'll take another miner. Florient can go there. Never have too many stones. In fact, do I have stones in here? I do not. So let's pop stone in here. There. And in the meantime, we have a stone cutter camp, which is fine. I don't have the stonemason hut unlocked yet, so that's fine. not a problem. One thing I am going to do is I'm going to build, and it's going to be the last thing, which is going to be my Lord Mayor's house. So my Lord Manor, I'm going to pop you there. So the mandatory parts in this case is one door. So I have the door, but I'm going to put the core. Now you'll see this is quite large. And I'm going to pop you, let's just stick you there for the moment. We will stick a door on the end there, and we'll stick a tower on the back. Why not? And then build that. So that's going to take quite a little bit of resources and a builder to build quite some time, but that's fine, and will help me promote my newcomers when they come in, because the Lord Mayor's house is needed for that. So a monk is approaching my village. That's a new one on me. Hello there. What do you do? To follow him down. How far have you got to go? You've got a long way to go, mate. Oh, another person there as well. So we're getting there slowly. Okay, Lord Mayor's house is getting there pretty quickly, actually. The fact that it's got a stone base when there's been no stone delivered to it, we shall ignore. Is that the monk arriving? No, that's my newcomer, Florian. So he's already got a job, which is fine. Where is that monk? He's still a fair way away, but let's follow him in. Hello, mate. Yep, I like you. You're good. So what does the monk do? He's a new one on me. Monk requests an audience. Okay, then. So, these are needy times. My lord, the king demands some materials. The clergy wants to renovate some of its churches, but our own workers are in need as well. We need to choose who we want to help. So I can choose here what I want to do. So in this case, if I deliver 10 tools to the kingdom, I don't have any making tools at the moment, so there's no point in me doing that one. I should assist the clergy by delivering 10 tools, or assist the people 10 tools. Okay, I'm keeping it all. I can't do that one for the moment, so that's not too big a deal. I've only got 5 tools as it is, and that's only because I'm buying them. So sadly, so as you can see, there's incoming quests and things that you need to be able to go and fulfill for other people to give you bonuses on your resources for the estates. So the labour, the kingdom and the clergy, they will unlock different things down here. So if I'd have taken that one, for example, for the people, that would have been this side. I would have got a few points in there, but I need 20 serfs to be able to go and do that anyway. And at the moment, I have a few, not many. I don't even have 20 people yet, so... Oh, there's a trader. He's coming in now. So he is going to go... Where's he gone? He's there. So he sells me tools if I need them, and he gives them, and he buys stuff off me as well if I have a surplus, and I've set it up in the trade panel. So in here, for example, back in the trade panel, I can say, well, go and sell stuff. So if I sell above a certain value, and I say 25, for example, I will keep 25, and he will buy the rest off me, which is quite nice. So it's another way of making gold. To store more gold, by the way, of 500, you have to edit this building. So if I edit the building, for example, now, and I was to put on a wooden expansion there, is it that one? Oh, these are all assigned a function now. Okay. Oh, is that done? That's actually done now. Okay, that's fine. So that is good. So promote your first newcomers. Assign a great hall function. So let's click on this one here. Okay. That's something that's not particularly clear. You would think that can be done as well. Ah, there we go. Core, great hall. Fantastic. And then the tower can be a treasury, I guess. Increase your treasury by 120. Or the bailiff office allows you to... Oh, we'll take that. Okay. That's fine. We click to assign a bailiff. Okay. So people have a salary and things. I will take that one. I want to decrease my happiness by 11%. So that's cool. And then we have a mandate. Gain influence with one estate. Prospect a mineral deposit in proximity. Okay then. I mean, I'll take that one. That is fine. Okay. So in the Great Hall, we can now promote our newcomers. At the start of the month, promote a villager to a serf. So we'll get a little thing which comes up to say we can promote people, which we will see shortly. We've got a little way to go for the rest of the month, so we'll just wait for the moment. Why are we not building more houses? We have 2 villagers unemployed. Okay. So let's get another carpenter then. Let's go for Bartolome. You're good. Why are you not doing anything? You say you're working fine. I cannot see any new houses being planted. Unless you are getting there too quick. But, well, there's no woodcutters assigned. Let's go for Monio. Okay, let's leave that then. Everyone is employed now, so that's good. Who are you? You're Mendo. I am on free time. Get to work. Right, there's 2 trees there, which is really annoying me. I just want them cut down. This area is looking quite nice now. So if we paint here, residential, it's not particularly desirable. We'll take it. All the way over there. Let's just tidy this up a little bit. Right click to remove it, by the way. I think everyone is employed, or sorry, everyone is housed, because this one here has 6 people in it. This one has 2, no, it's only 8. Okay, we'll keep going. There we go. Right, so now it's the new day, or new month. Oh, it's not quite the new month. It's still, no, it is. Promotion available. So we click this here. There we go. And we can promote people to be from a newcomer to a serf. So in this case, it costs me 20 gold. I can pay 160 to promote all. I'm going to do that because I'd rather have serfs at this point. Enough promotions for today, and that's good. So we've now got a new tier of unlockables. So if we come into the book and we look in the budget, the estates here, we can see we've got all these things here for the things. So I can upgrade a wooden keep, wooden wall, large stone wall, and so on and so forth. So in this case, I'm going to build a keep. Actually, no, I'm going to leave that for the moment. I'm going to leave that as it is. But what I am going to do is I'm going to build, and I'm going to come to service, and I'm going to build a church really, really quickly. So again, this is very similar to the Lord Manor. Yeah, pop it down, and then you say, well, go and build what I need to build. So I'm going to build a core, and you'll see this is humongous. It doesn't particularly matter which way around it goes, but I'm going to pop it there. I'm going to build a door on the front, again, as usual. Oh, actually, I'll have a door C. Let's get rid of you. Door C looks better, I think. And we'll have a small tower A, which can go on the back there, and then we can actually make this taller. Oops. There is fine. And wooden extension B on the side here, and a wooden extension A there, just because it looks a bit like a church then, with the copse and the altar and everything else as well. Oops, I didn't click build. That's fine. So that's going to take some resources to build, but it will get going shortly. And a church has the effect of like raising happiness and giving people a place to be, if you like. It's kind of like a town centre in other games, which is quite nice. Still don't think my forester is actually working. Maybe I need a bigger area for reforestation. Let's just test that by going down here too. So everything up here, we have 2 houses going. We have a third one being built here, just behind. Oh, sorry, a third one being replaced there because this one wasn't there. Lord Manor is off doing its thing. You can build more things onto the Lord Manor, of course. The church is slowly being built. But there's lots more things we can physically build. So from down here, obviously, we can see we've got things like the granary, which I've already built. We've got a forest camp, which I've already built. We've got a stonemason hut, which I haven't built yet, but I shall do. A charcoal hut to give you some stuff to burn, an iron smelter. There's all sorts of other resources and things. Obviously, you can make a bread line, if you like. There's a tool maker, blacksmith. The church we've already seen, the Lord Manor we've already seen. You've also got a wooden wall or a fence, just purely decorative. You can place decorative items around houses and things to make people happier. So if I was to place a sheep statue, for example, down here, quite large, so I need to be careful with where I actually put it. Let's pop you just there. As long as it's not on blue, because that's where things are going to get built already, we'll pop you there. Just build you. They're a unique thing. You can only build them once and you have to unlock that somehow. I think it's by being an early access member. I'm not entirely sure. It has been an early access, or at least it's been available for quite a while. Okay, that's fine. Don't care about you for the moment. It requires polished stone, which I don't have at the moment. I will get that from the stonemason's hut. But there we go. So that's kind of a first look at Foundation. Oh, Monk is approaching again. Yes, that's Foundation. It's been in early access for a while, or it's been around for a while. It is a lovely little kind of colony builder, and obviously the map itself is massive. So like, there's no way you can't build on here, as long as the ground is flat enough. There's always people being added to your village. It's not through breeding. It's a slightly different process. You have to make people happy enough to get people to come into your village, which I think is a slightly different way of doing things, and I actually quite like it as well. But I'm going to leave this there. If you want to see some more of this, I do stream this occasionally, so don't forget to follow my Twitch channel down below. Other than that, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you for another episode of something else soon.